Imagine standing before a room of strangers, heart pounding, palms sweaty. John Maxwell didn't start as a charismatic leader but as a nervous pastor in 1970, afraid to influence even his own congregation. What transformed him into one of the world's most trusted leadership voices? It wasn't luck or talent. It was a deliberate process, grounded in faith and timeless principles, principles you can start using today to develop the leader within you. Maxwell shatters the myth. Leadership isn't about titles or power. It's simpler yet deeper. What does it really mean to lead? That's where everything begins. In the early chapters, Maxwell tells the story of a small-town pastor who had no official authority but influenced his community through everyday actions, offering help, listening, and showing up. His leadership wasn't about a title. It was about moving people bit by bit. Think about influence like planting seeds in a garden. At first you see nothing. But every kind word, every act of integrity adds fertile soil. Over time, your influence grows exponentially, like compound interest in a bank account, slow, steady, impossible to ignore after a while. Maxwell shows us that leaders who invest in their influence don't just change projects, they transform lives. The surprising insight: leadership isn't reserved for some. It's a skill you develop that carries beyond your role, impacting generations. If you're thinking, "I'm just not a leader," Maxwell pushes back hard. Leadership traits aren't born, they're built. So how do you stack the deck in your favor? Maxwell recalls a young woman named Susan who lacked confidence but burned with desire to lead her nonprofit. She lined up mentors, devoured leadership books, and volunteered relentlessly. Desire gave her the grit to start. Every mistake became fuel, proving you don't have to be born a leader to become one. He compares character to the roots of a tree, unseen but vital. Without integrity and humility, leadership collapses under pressure. That deep moral foundation allows leaders to stand steady through storms, earning trust that no quick fix can buy. Finally, Maxwell argues that leadership skills are like muscles. The more you flex them, through public speaking, decision-making, conflict resolution, the stronger they get. This mindset turns leadership into a craft that anyone willing to work will master over time. Managing gets work done. Leading inspires better work. Maxwell's razor-sharp distinction challenges how you see your role, from ticking boxes to creating impact. Maxwell tells the story of Alcoa's CEO Paul O'Neill, who refused to settle for just meeting quotas. He demanded zero workplace injuries, inspiring his company to rethink safety in ways that cut costs and boosted morale. This wasn't management, it was leadership lighting a new path. Imagine leadership like jazz. Management sticks to the sheet music, ensuring every note plays right. Leaders, on the other hand, improvise, inspiring solos that make the music soar. They don't just direct work, they spark creativity and passion in their teams. When leaders invest in people's growth, something magical happens: performance leaps. Maxwell points out the unexpected return: teams become self-motivated, problems shrink, innovation explodes. The payoff? You move from boss to builder of dynasties. Remember that nervous pastor in 1970, the one afraid to lead? He became John Maxwell because he chose influence over authority, built character like roots on a tree, and led beyond just managing tasks. Today you can start that same journey. Try this: pick one small relationship, family, coworker, neighbor, and take one tiny step to influence positively. Watch that seed grow. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.